Hey guys, do you have time for a private, heartfelt discussion before we begin the show?
Of course, Nady Stardust. We always have time to chat with the guy who invented wearing a scarf when it's chilly outside.
Yeah, Nady Stardust. Speaking with you is sweeter than Cool Whip casserole.
Well said, Brent.
Thank you, Catherine.
That's nice, but I made one teeny tiny mistake in last week's intros and now I feel like a fool and an idiot and a buffoon.
Make your mouth be closed and listen here, you precious gemstone. You're so smart it would make Sir Isaac Newton puke.
Yeah, you precious gemstone, polished to radiant perfection. You're so smart it would make a lot of historical geniuses hurl all over the place.
I know, but if I don't get the intros right this week, you guys are going to have to bully me, okay?
Okay, we promise.
Yep, we promise.
Go ahead and open your new scripts and let's start the show. You are listening to the North American Friends Movie Club.
A show where we talk about films.
Movies.
And the cinema. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, Kate?
Sure thing. I'm Kate, and I'm just a normal lady with nothing crazy going on. Oh, hold on. I think I got me a big one.
Kate, are you fishing right now?
I'm getting a lot of splashing and reeling in my headphones. Is that you?
No way! I'm just a normal lady sitting at home. I'm definitely not deep-sea fishing right now.
Well, I'm satisfied. If Kate says she isn't fishing, then I believe her.
Wait a minute. Nobody said anything about the sea, let alone the deep part of the sea.
Okay, you got me. I was going to do some light deep-sea fishing while we record the show, but now I've put away my fishing rod and you have my complete attention.
Thank you, Kate. We appreciate that.
Ooh, mama! This is gonna be the biggest fish I've ever caught. She's fighting me with everything she's got. Woo! I won't quit until I reeled her into the boat.
She's still fishing, Nate.
No, I'm not. I'm just sitting here. Stop lying, Brent.
Yeah, Brent, stop lying.
Speaking of liars, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, Brent?
Thank you, Catherine. I'm Brent, but you might know me better as Broadway Brent.
Uh-oh, he's about to say something wacky.
He's building up steam like a freight train.
I love trains.
They are really cool, and you are really cool for liking them.
Okay, back to me now. I'm Broadway Brent, head theater critic for the Nova Scotia City New York Times.
Damn, the NSC-NYT? That's a very prestigious newspaper.
Yeah, it's one of the most famous newspapers in all the world.
Better be careful or I will give the show a bad review and have you shut down faster than the production of Othello, where Kermit the Frog plays Othello, but everyone else is human.
But we're a podcast.
Yeah, and you're on the show, so it would hurt you too.
Listen, I'm tired of all the sass I've been getting lately, so I'm putting you both on notice. Clean it up, or I'll shut this whole thing down faster than the non-musical production of... I'll shut this whole thing down faster than the non-musical production of Grease.
Okay, we'll behave ourselves.
Yeah, we'll be so good.
That's better.
Do you want to say one more failed theater production to round out the intro?
I'll shut this thing down faster than the one-man adaptation of 12 Angry Men where Nate plays all the men.
It's not funny, Brent. I poured my heart and soul into that performance. This is what it sounds like when we do a podcast. We're currently doing one. This is the North American Friends Movie Club. And right in the name of our show is a hint about what is important to us. And Friends comes before Movie Club. So I got to ask you two friends, how we doing?
How are we doing?
Well, we little behind the scenes magic. We recorded 2 days ago, so we didn't have much time for things to happen. The only update I have is I remember a couple months ago when I poisoned myself with the fungus.
Oh my God, I was thinking about that today. and during my long meeting. Oh my God. Go on. I'm sorry.
Didn't wash your water bottle.
I just assume the water keeps it clean. Like, like a natural source.
You added sugar to it. You put Mio in it.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's what gets the mold. You're feeding the mold that way.
Yeah.
I think you got to wash it either way.
Certainly.
Yeah, but
certainly.
like in nature, like natural springs, it goes across rocks and dirt and through sand.
But they don't have sugar in them.
Oh, I'm sure there's a little bit of sugar somewhere that picks up. Dead frogs that goes through, all that stuff.
Mhm.
Go on. I'm sorry to interrupt it.
Yeah, I bring it up because I said, I gotta take a look at my water bottle yesterday. And I got really inside of it, like inside the top, like where it screws on.
Sure.
It was fucking bad, guys. It was black as black can be and muddy texture.
Oh.
And I cleaned it and I drank out of it yesterday. And I don't feel like I have a little baby chimpanzee sitting on my chest anymore.
Starting to feel better.
That is
So
crazy.
this was a second poisoning.
I wonder if it happened again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah, I think it had. I think it might have happened again.
I should have took pictures and sent it in the group.
No, that's okay.
I'm good.
Listen, I want to share myself with you guys.
That's fair.
So,
Good point.
Can you blur it out for me, though?
No, absolutely not. You get the full experience or you get no experience at all.
Send me the picture, but blur out the mud. I think it's hilarious that you are the person with this problem when Nate and I are much less clean day to day than you are.
Yeah, when we're filthy little animals.
Yes.
Yeah, but you guys are like the natural springs. You guys can flow through the dead frog and come out clean on the other side, where I'm so clean all the time that if I get a dead frog, I feel it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get your guys.
It's like a dead frog in the pool versus a dead frog in the street.
You guys built up this tolerance to grime and mud and dust and dirt and microbes. And,
I do have a high grime tolerance.
Your grime tolerance is off the charts. My grime tolerance.
Never mind.
They call that what?
I was gonna say they call me mildew, but
This is due. Yeah. So my grime tolerance is like. It's like I've been on antibiotics my whole life, so like a common cold could kill me. So I think that's it. So I'm going to stay proactive with it. I'm going to keep cleaning it more often.
That is, I think, a good idea, Brent, because actually what new studies are showing is that it is not our brains that impact our mood. It's actually our gut. So if you're kind of not paying attention to like ingesting these specific type of mold stuff into your gut, that might also be impacting your mood.
And today I woke up in a really, really good mood and I had energy for the first time in 2 weeks. But remember that the other night we recorded and the last episode I talked about depression and how I ate 9 chicken fingers and a half a pan of squares. I finished recording and I walked out in the kitchen and Melissa and Jeremy were eating the knockoff version of McDonald's chicken nuggets out of the air fryer, and I ate some.
That's okay.
As you should. As you should.
Brent.
If anything, I would say that might have contributed to your getting better.
Well, I just found it funny how I complained for 2 hours on a podcast about eating 9 chicken fingers, and the very first thing I did after said podcast was eat chicken fingers.
Well, that tracks.
So, but I woke up, I feel like such in a better mood than I was Monday. And I don't think it's going to come across in the episode that I was in a bad mood. But I wasn't in a bad mood, I was just down. But I feel better.
I could tell, but I think you're right that you're still hilarious. It doesn't impact it.
It's my defense mechanism.
Absolutely.
Apparently.
Why are we all here? Nate is depressed as fuck. And he's hilarious.
I would be hilarious in a hostage situation. In a hostage situation, I would be fucking hilarious.
Why is that coming up?
I don't know. It just popped into my brain, so I said it.
No, I think this makes sense because even when he's down, like he'd be a little bit bummed out if he got kidnapped, like we all would. But even when he's down, he's still gonna be ripping them.
You said that you could tell I was down, but I was still hilarious. Whereas in a hostage situation, everybody would be down, but I would still be cracking them out.
I saw on the internet yesterday, it was like in this day in history or something. And it was a guy who was on a plane who got hijacked, and he thought he was going to die. And he took a selfie with the hijacker. And it
I
turned
saw that
out,
as well.
yes. And did you see what he was just beaming?
He was happy. Yeah, he was happy. He was like he met his like an athlete. And that was the fakest looking bomb on the vest situation ever.
Absolutely. So maybe he knew that. Like,
Yeah,
maybe
like-
he saw that it was actually just
That's
silly
why
string.
he started smiling. He saw it in the lens, and he's like, "Oh, wait a minute."
Even the terrorist with the bomb strapped to him was smiling.
And the guy, his name was Ben. I remember because I like that name. And he is way bigger than the terrorist.
Yeah,
Like-
that's a situation where you could take it. You could probably save the plane. But
Absolutely.
he had the right mindset. Like, either look, two things are going to happen.
Either way.
Yeah, I'm going to die and no one sees this picture, or I live and everyone sees the picture and it's funny.
Yeah.
I like it.
How's your depression, Nate? Are you actively trying to kill yourself?
No, I'm not actively or passively. Well, no, I'm good. I
Did another phenomenal video editing.
oh yeah, I did that Monday night after our show. I wasn't sure I was going to get to that this week, but
You're turning into something. You're getting kind of scary with how good it is, because some guy on Twitter asked for an automated GIF of me pretending to make the motorcycle sound, and like 10 minutes later, you had it out. You're like Walt Disney.
you know, my roommate gave me a big hard drive, so I save all my video files. So all I have to do is click, 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 find it on my
Click,
little
click,
hard
click.
drive, and
Nate Disney.
So this is where here's a little tip. I don't give out tips a lot because I don't like to do that. Here's a tip.
It's actually not true. You give out tips all the time.
I know. I know. I was just trying to be humble. I
Oh.
set you up there to look really good, Nathaniel. And then
Mhm.
you said, no, I just clicked on it. Like, you're like those women that say, oh my God, that dress looks so nice. It's like, oh, I got it on sale. So don't.
I do that.
yeah, I can't not. I think if anyone listening back to the podcast is paying attention, basically anytime I get a compliment, I like to immediately move it back, send it around. I'm rubber, you're glue. No, you're great.
Yep.
You're the best.
Me and Kate aren't like that.
No, I like to receive compliments because they feel good. But it's very vulnerable. It's really hard for people to accept compliments because it is too vulnerable for them.
I gave you a compliment before we started. I said, I really enjoy your glasses, Catherine.
And then I made fun of myself.
Exactly. That's what I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, good point. I'm not as cool as I think.
We should also mention that we're doing a rare morning recording. And so I just woke up and I hadn't said anything to anyone all day. And so while I was waiting for you to get online, I was warming up my voice by singing Shakira. Would you guys like to hear my
Yes.
impression of Shakira?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Okay. Oh, baby, when you talk like that.
I'm mad at it because I could tell it's you. But if you didn't preface it with your description, I would know that's Shakira.
Absolutely.
And that's how I warmed up my voice.
Oh, baby, when you talk like that. Yeah. I see it.
That voice kind of grates on me. That song.
And she's
I kind of like
no,
it
I do
because it's
too.
weird.
It's kind of like smelling sour milk. It's like,
Yeah. Salt and vinegar
Yeah.
chips.
that's fun.
How are you doing, Kate?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just plugging along. And I think I've talked to you guys about this, but maybe not on the podcast, but I have a business coach. And my business coach has asked me to be more online, which is absurd. But I have to release content for my psychotherapy private practice online 3 days a week. So if you guys like mental health content, make sure that you're following me on Instagram or LinkedIn or TikTok. I'm on TikTok at Waldo Psychotherapy. We're not even on TikTok.
Oh, we're gonna be. I'm making all these videos to eventually put on there.
So this has nothing, this is all like non-funny, serious mental health stuff. So I know that's not what we do on here, but if you're interested in that, please feel free to follow me on. Also, I'm on Facebook, Waldo Psychotherapy on Facebook. So holler at your girl. Let's all feel better together.
Get your brain good.
Hell yeah, man. It's important.
Get your brain. That's a good slogan. Get your brain good.
Get your brain good. It's an ongoing process, though. It's not, your brain is not bad. Your brain is not good. It's just we all.
Don't be giving it away for free. Don't be giving it away for free.
Oh, I'm not.
Make them pay.
Or you gotta learn to do cliffhangers. You gotta be like, now there is one rule that everybody needs to follow if you want to have a good life, and that rule is available on TikTok.
For sure.
That's how you do it.
That's absolutely good.
Your first TikTok is hate yourself? Well.
That is one of the, I mean, that's my bread and butter, are people that don't like themselves. So.
Well, that's why we all get along, I guess.
That's why you really lead the way here for the two of us.
Let's talk about the movie we watched, though.
Oh, we watched quite the film.
Didn't we?
You picked, the theme this month is November is for novels, and so you picked one of our most novel-y guys, John Grisham. He's had quite a few novels made into movies, maybe more than anyone, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
A ton. I don't know. I would have to look that up. I should have looked that up.
It's like him and Michael Crichton going head for head
Oh,
for who got the most novels turned into movies.
We watched The Firm.
Ooh.
1993.
Tom Cruise, Gene Hackman, Jeanne Tripplehorn. Is her name Jeanne, or how do you guys say Jeanne?
I was saying Jeanne Tripplehorn.
I thought it was Jeanne.
So we got two Jeans in this movie. There's actually a ton of stars in this movie, but before we get into all the great acting and great parts, why don't you tell us what happened in this movie?
Well, because I chose it, I would prefer if one of you told us the plot of The Firm.
Okay.
I always make Brent do it. Do you want me to try?
I would love...
Whatever you want to do, bud.
I would love Nate, too, because I like how he gets real specific at the beginning.
Yeah, and there's a lot of specifics in this movie.
It's a 2.5-hour movie, so this might be the longest podcast episode we've ever done.
So everybody grab a drink while I get ready here. The Firm is a movie about Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is a law student at Harvard. He's about to graduate, and he's doing a bunch of interviews with law firms, and he gets an offer from a mysterious small law firm in Memphis, Tennessee. And they offer him more money than anybody, and they offer him a car and a house and all sorts of shit. And he goes down to Memphis with his young wife, and they meet everybody at the firm, and his wife is like, this is weird. I don't think we should do this. But he kind of convinces her because he grew up poor, and this is the first time he's ever had access to money and power. And as he starts working for this new firm, there's some weird shit starts going on, and some detectives start following him around, and it's a little bit mysterious. And as the movie goes on, it comes out that there's been some mysterious deaths at this law firm, and he eventually learns that this firm is the big firm for the mob in Chicago, and the FBI agents convince him to become an informant for the FBI and steal some documents from this firm. And he basically he won't be able to be a lawyer after he does this because he will have broken client attorney privilege. So he figures out a secret scheme where he's gonna get the firm, and he's gonna do some tax, or he's gonna catch them on tax evasion and also not get disbarred. And they do a big caper, and his wife has to seduce Gene Hackman for some reason. And in the end, they do their scam, and he gets his brother out of jail. Oh yeah, his brother's in jail. He gets his brother out of jail, and the guys at the firm get arrested. The end.
Very good.
Very good. You didn't panic once.
I forgot that he had an affair. He cheated on his wife, and that's a big part of it, where she's pretty grumpy about that.
Here's the thing, though. He didn't. He was coerced and manipulated into cheating.
Mm-hmm.
They create. Don't you think they created that scenario in which that woman was being assaulted to like make him the hero?
Jeanne Hackman told her.
Yeah, at the end of the movie, Jeanne Hackman's like, just so you know, like, we set that up.
Okay, yeah.
Which is a really interesting, like, Jeanne Hackman's character is so interesting in this movie because I have this, like, preconceived notion of Jeanne Hackman as just always the bad guy and the most baddest bad guy. He's just nefarious and everything. So this whole movie, I was kind of waiting for him to turn, like, violent or super crazy. And it kind of has an interesting ending where you see Jeanne Hackman as kind of this like emotionally fragile, sort of pathetic dude, and he actually lets Tom Cruise's wife leave after she steals his documents without like getting her in any trouble. Like, he sort of has a good guy turn at the very end of the movie, and I thought that was really fucking interesting. I didn't see that coming at all.
Yeah, and then he kills himself, right? Or is he murdered?
It could be either. It might be that because he did look very upset when she left and we saw him for the last time, and then they sort of mentioned later that he was found dead in his bathtub. So he could have killed himself being like, they're gonna kill me, so I'm just gonna do it myself, or they might have murdered him and just left him in the tub. I think it could be either one.
I took it as he faked his own death.
Oh.
Setting up the firm too, but that never happened.
Oh.
The firm too. Even firmer.
Firmer. That's good. There he is.
He's here.
Hey,
Took
Gary.
him longer than I thought.
So why don't we talk about some of our favorite parts of the firm?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
let's do it.
Go ahead, big dog.
Yeah, Big Dog's first note is when he was doing the interviews and the Memphis interview happened, and the lawyer says, describe when you're tongue-tied with your wife. Pervert, knew right away, you gotta leave that room.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's big red flag. Like, fuck, no, I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah,
You're
we
gross.
just met.
Don't ask about anything about my wife.
Keep my wife's name.
Name out your fucking mouth.
Was that what Will Smith said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And I would love for people to bid on my services.
Oh my God.
Oh, it'd feel great.
Oh, I would be unbearable.
Plus, he was making like almost $100,000. He was saying that's 1993 money, so that's probably like fucking $200,000 a year. Like, he
For
was
sure.
making money, dude.
And that's not even including bonuses. So like if you bring in clients or you're billing over, then cash money.
He had a set of balls on him to go after that mob boss client, though, hey? Where they go to the Cayman Islands first, and the guy's like, what the fuck are you doing here? You my lawyer? And Tom Cruise, like the new junior lawyer at the firm's like, yeah, motherfucker, I'm your lawyer, and here's what you're gonna do, dum-dum.
Right? I think he had so much balls, but he was also in a position of not winning no matter what he would do. Like, I don't know. It was the overbilling. And I really didn't like the FBI agent because he was just as dirty as the people he was trying to incarcerate by blackmailing him and blackmailing his wife and his brother. Like,
I have a take about that.
did not paint the FBI in a positive light, I will say.
This take will probably make a lot of people upset.
Here it comes.
It will.
Brace yourselves.
I do understand why it would make people upset for the way I'm going to word it and the adjectives I'm going to use. But before we get that, 204,000. That's how much inflation.
Woo!
Holy fuck.
He'd be making bank. Any job that requires you to wear a suit and tie is a job that is crooked. Think about it now. I know people are going to say, oh, think about it. You make yourself look presentable and the best, in quotation marks, because you're actually the worst.
Yeah, I like this. And even though most of our listener base is high-powered industrialists and they're going to be really offended by you saying that, I'm going to stand with you. And I think the truth is more important than pandering to our audience.
You have to, and not saying the people that do the jobs are bad, but it's like a kind of thing, like it's known that you have to wear your best because the work we're doing is kind of shitty. Think about it. Name a profession that involves a suit.
Superintendent of schools.
What's more crooked than the education system?
Good. Got him. Got his ass.
Name another one.
Insurance adjuster.
Oh, there's a reason insurance, the most popular word after insurance, is fraud.
Do they wear suit and ties? Insurance adjusters?
They better.
Okay.
You buying insurance from a guy in sweats?
You know who wears suits and ties?
Who?
White collar criminals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because anything that you have to make yourself look so good for, why? Why are we putting on airs right now? And I want to reiterate, the person is not bad. It's the position that the person's in is bad.
I disagree with this, but I absolutely kind of also agree. Because most crime is committed by white men, and that is the white man uniform. So
suits are bad news. If you see a suit, it's bad news.
I don't really want to push back on this because I'm kind of agree with you. I'm pretty suspicious of anybody in a suit.
Has there ever been a social situation, Catherine, where you're in your normal clothes to a person, mainly a man, in a suit, and you feel comfortable?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I thought you were. I thought so too. Because lots of times, probably a million times, million times.
Not me. Like, why do you gotta get a suit on? Why do you have to put all these clothes on to do something, to do work?
Like, there's a lot of suspenders in this movie. Like, a lot of different kinds of suspenders.
Kind of made me want to be a suspender guy, to be honest.
Kind of made me want to be a suspender guy too. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what you do. You guys could just keep gaining weight so your bellies get really big and round.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can't wear belts.
Yeah.
Then it's like suspender by necessity.
And then you have those short. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You have those short pants on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You got the
and they're
short
pulled
pants
up really high. They're pulled up super duper high, so like half of your tie is below your belt line.
Like that Rudy Giuliani golf pick.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. Oh, was that real?
Picture.
I know it wasn't. But
I think it was. I think that's the way they dress.
he looks like the penguin.
No, the penguin looked better, to be honest with you.
The
Like
Danny DeVito penguin.
Yeah, Danny DeVito penguin looked, Oswald Cobblepot looked dapper at least.
Oh, that's the kind of lawyer we want, is dressed like the penguin.
Yeah, I want him either dressed like Vinny or the penguin.
Yeah, exactly. Because you know that like this is not a regular thing for them. They don't want to wear a suit, but they have to in the situation because it's the code to wear a suit, look professional while we fuck you over. He didn't have to do the flips next to the kid in the road.
Oh, that was
awesome.
That's a young man. That's, he's in his early 20s. He just can't resist but being a hot dog when he gets the opportunity.
But that kid was trying to make a living.
Yeah, no, it's fair. I agree with you that he's distracting from the kid's job. Like, I don't come to your job and do a bunch of flips at the courtroom.
Yeah, I don't walk in court and say, objection, Your Honor. Yeah, exactly. So don't do the flip. So right there, I was like, I don't know if I like this guy.
Also, do you think it was actually Tom Cruise doing the flips?
Well, he does all his own stunts.
That's what I'm asking.
I believe that Tom Cruise, if he set his mind to it, absolutely could have done that. But I am going to guess that it wasn't Tom Cruise.
Probably not.
But if you told me it was on the quiz, I believe you.
So I was on the fence about the whole Tom Cruise character, and then he asked.
His name's Mitch.
Mitch McCree, yeah. Then he asked his wife if she wanted to have eggs naked, and then I was like, I don't like this guy.
I had a really, really hard time with their relationship and the character development of Mitch because Abby was just like saying it to him straight. She was the voice of reason in this film for the plot. And then he would completely abandon her for days and then come home and apologize and think that she's going to be fucking and ready to go to have sex.
Mhm.
And it
Wow.
happened multiple times, and it really irritated me because it's a male fantasy that like I can behave in any way I want, and as long as I'm taking care of you, you need to be ready for me when I'm so desirous of you.
I liked, what's this episode, what, 34, 36?
36.
That's the first time someone used the word.
That's not true.
Even Gary never said that.
Gary would never.
Never. No, Gary
Is
has
lubricated better? Is that a better word?
No.
No.
Maybe we're just receptive. That probably be
Amorous?
fine. Sure.
That's just, all that means is you untied the bow to the little box, and I get to say it now.
Can we just blur out the word? Can you just do it like when Brent is...
When we say Brent's nickname.
We make the audience guess that what word we're saying. We're actually, when we say,
There's two words that we just don't ever play.
that's so funny. But this is he makes multiple references to eggs in this movie. Like, she's getting ready to leave him.
Yeah.
And he's like, I can whip out some
So
eggs.
awkward.
I'm like, motherfucker, no with the eggs. What is with you and eggs? It's the only thing he knows how to cook, I bet.
No, actually, I was going to say I relate to this because that's a go-to move for me. I know how to cook those. I can do that. So I have asked that question before.
I can whip up some eggs.
You want some eggs?
Oh, no.
I don't like it. So that's when I noticed I didn't like him. How long into the movie before you knew that Gene Hackman was kind of sketchy?
I just assume the minute I see Gene Hackman, it's nothing but trouble. Like me and my roommate were literally joking. I said, I'm about to watch this movie. I said, Gene Hackman's in it. He said, oh, Gene Hackman. I said, he's probably a good guy. He said, yeah, he's probably definitely a good guy, not up to any bad stuff. And I was like, yeah, definitely. Because Gene Hackman just has a reputation because he plays that guy. He seems like he's a bit scary in real life. Like there's a element of Gene Hackman that doesn't seem like acting. That seems like he is kind of just big, menacing, a little bit mean. So I was waiting for the shoe to drop the entire time. I'm like, this guy's evil. He's bad as fuck.
Had you guys seen this before?
No.
Oh my gosh. Awesome. Well, that's
I was at
fun.
the 36-minute mark when I realized, he might be bad.
Around the time when he was hitting on Tom Cruise's wife during the funeral of their dead colleague.
Yeah,
Right.
I was like, this guy's probably
tough.
not on the up and up.
Yeah,
That's
one of
why
my
he wears
first
suits.
notes is leering Hackman because he was leering at her, and it was pretty intense.
Yeah. There was a lot of staring in this film. Men staring, like the FBI agent staring and not having a facial expression. Gene Hackman. It's just very menacing. You're right. That's a good word to put on it. I
And we have
also,
a lot
before we get off of the funeral, though, I want to mention that if you notice the ladies' hairstyles, there was a very early 90s hairstyle for upper middle class women. And it's like all slicked back, but it has volume. And then you wear a bow, a very large bow in the back. And that is not something from the 90s that has come back in style.
Not yet.
No.
You
Not
thinking
yet.
about bringing it back?
Well, I don't know. I think it
We're getting
really
some traction
ages
on it
you.
right now
I
when
think
this episode comes out.
That's true. We'll probably see it actually now that we're talking about it. But keep an eye out for that style. All slicked back, but like poofed, like with volume, but slick, and then a big bow in the back. All the suits, all the clothes. I mean, this is a pure, all the interior design. Like
So many trench coats.
Oh my god.
and it's like 2 for 1. It's this early 90s aesthetic of every piece of clothing and every location, but also like kind of white rich culture too. It's like very specific to like, you used to see every house looks like the house the McAllisters live in Home Alone, right? Like it's just that look of rich white person.
so much Laura Ashley. Like all those little girls when they were at the top of the Peabody having the firm party and there are all those little girls, I would bet you $1 million that half of them are wearing Laura Ashley and half the boys are wearing Brooks Brothers or Lacoste. Like, and there's still that vibe to this day. Like people are like into Vineyard Vines, that preppy money look.
Oh,
like that's a vibe.
Like when they go to the house of the other lawyer who works at the firm and his friend has just been murdered and he's sitting in the backyard with the sprinkler spraying him while he sits in the backyard.
Yeah.
I didn't get that. I've never been that sad.
I've never been so sad that I let a sprinkler spray me. No, that's for sure.
Never.
I guess we've never really known loss. Maybe one day.
Well, he's also terrified for his life.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it's necessarily just sad.
I'd rather be terrified of my life in dry than terrified for my life in wet.
But that backyard still looks exactly the same in 2023. Exactly 30 years later, that backyard has not changed one bit. You could go there today.
I think the firm is a bunch of bullshit and not good at their job because how they not know his brother was in jail?
Right.
Wild.
Gary Busey, so much cocaine.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Busey in this movie, man.
Oh my God, wasn't he awesome?
So good.
Like the best of Busey.
Like he's one of those guys that you understand why he's not in movies anymore. Like he's probably the most insane person to work with and he's gone fully off the deep end in the last 30 years. But what a screen presence. This guy is just something special.
And this is the height of his looks too. Like he's not weird to look at.
His teeth were like not normal. As big. Yeah. His eyes weren't as fucked up. Yeah, you're right. This was his peak of looking good for Gary Busey.
The best of Busey.
I mean, think about this scene. We have Gary Busey coked out of his fucking mind, trying to be an actor. Holly Hunter in the worst wig ever underneath his desk.
So many wigs.
Tobin Bell with the worst hair ever.
Oh my God. That she didn't scream while that was happening is an act of God. How could you not make a noise?
The FBI agent from Breaking Bad was there. I mean, that was the best scene in the whole movie.
Okay, Gary.
And they made such a big deal about the house being bugged. We bug our own houses now with cell phones and Googles and Alexa. We made it easy for them.
Yeah, she had an interesting reaction to that, which was just 400-meter sprint.
Yeah, I knew she couldn't keep that pace up. I knew that pace couldn't be kept up.
And then Tom had his run. Did you see Tom run?
Of course.
He Tom Cruise ran.
It's a special part of a Tom Cruise movie is he's going to find a way to run, and he does it about 6 times in this legal thriller. Most running in any legal thriller in the history of the world. The
straightest runner in the world is Tom Cruise. He has his angles down.
His head doesn't float an inch. That thing is just hovering as he moves, man.
Oh no. And then he yells at her. Like she yells I don't know. Good gracious.
There's one scene especially where he goes to like 11 so fast when she did get pretty deep on him. She's like, they're talking about money. And he's like, it's so easy when you're rich to just hand wave being poor. And she says some crazy shit like, this is about your father and your brother being in jail. And she's being very calm. And then he just goes to 11. He's like, bah, 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 bah.
Can't talk about a man's dad in front of him when he's angry.
I slipped into, I thought I was watching Cocktail during the whole time they're in the Cayman Islands.
Absolutely.
Like, this is just deleted scenes from Cocktail, which was fine.
He looks great in a silk shirt. Actually, I would argue most men probably look great in a silk shirt and nice denim pants.
Oh, Gene Hackman had this silk, like really baggy shirt on. I'm like, that's what I wish we could go back to that. I missed it on that.
Oh, me and you will get there. We just got a few more years, man. We'll get there.
My Gene Hackman years. I can't wait. Did you guys notice the rich people phones they had? The lawyers? Those black phones with the big earpiece and the tiny little mouthpiece? That's on every rich white person's 90s movie?
Yeah, it was a really small mouthpiece.
Yeah.
That's what I look like as I'm doing the podcast.
With your dainty little mouthpiece? I didn't. I'm sorry. I meant it just as words. I swear.
I know. I hear. I took it the way it was offered.
Good.
Well, this got awkward quick.
Yeah.
And I'm going to sit back and stoke the flames.
Speaking of awkward, he goes to his big first party in Memphis, and it's like the fancy party on the roof. They're serving ribs.
So many racks of ribs.
Like, that seems like a wild thing to have to do in front of the people you're trying to impress.
Oh my God. Everybody's eating ribs.
No, if you can't throw down ribs, if you can't do that, then I don't want to hire you.
That was one of the tests. Like, if his face got too dirty like mine would have, they would have fired him.
As people with beards, we're going to get sauce in the beard.
Yeah.
Now, are you going to wipe the sauce out every time, or are we just going to do one wipe at the end?
Yeah.
Well, you don't get to have a beard in the early 90s and wearing a suit to work. That's
There was one crooked lawyer with a beard. He was older, but...
You got to be a partner, though. Yeah, you got to get partner before you can grow a beard.
I wanted to discuss when he cheated on Abby and what the sex worker was saying to them. They got so intimate and so quickly, and it was so, like, they didn't even know each other's names. And she said, "How much would it take to feel safe? Will you stay with me for a while?" Like, those are the two things. Like, how I could never be that sexy. I could never be that sexy. That is just not inside of me. That woman was the sexiest woman.
No.
I just wanted to make that comment.
No, it was very cringe for me. If I gave a woman a shitty ace bandage wrap and whose shirt did he rip? If like someone put their laundry out, I'd be pissed. Anyway, he did that, and then she sucked on his finger. I'm like,
It was one of the wildest adultery scenes I've ever seen in my entire life. Like,
she is a pro. That woman is a pro.
Yeah, like they brought her in to the island.
Yes.
That's not a local.
Oh, she's a ringer. Yeah.
That's they flew her in from Louisiana.
Like, she is getting paid more than maybe other women for those services.
Oh,
not just for the sex aspect, but like to be able to speak like that and have those moves. And then but she's like so gorgeous. So maybe you could just like say whatever if you're that beautiful.
I feel like I could do it.
You think you could seduce Tom Cruise?
I think I can seduce any. Let's do a role play reenactment.
Okay.
No, let's not.
Yeah.
No, you and Nate.
Through, eh?
You and Nate.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't do it with Kay, so me and Nate. But no, let's not do that.
It's because you can't actually do it. It's because you actually
No, don't even try. Listen, who do you think you're talking to with that bullshit? I invented that way of manipulation. Don't try to do that to me. I know I can do it.
Doth protest too much.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing it. I can't do that right now.
Yeah, it's 11. It's 11 in the morning here.
Yeah, it was 3:00 in the afternoon here. But I just talked about eating 9 chicken fingers 2 days ago. I can't be doing seducing my podcast partner. No, it won't. Because if I'm too good at it, it's going to make me worse. No, I can't.
If you're too good at it.
Yeah.
Well, I have a quiz. Is there anything else we want to mention about this?
I have 2 things that really bothered me. When the wife Abby flew down to seduce and poison Jeanne Hackman, she was the most awkward poisoning ever.
Mm-hmm.
She fumbled and looked around 3 times, and like she acted like her arms were broken. And then I thought she poisoned herself when she was doing it. I was like, uh-oh. I honestly thought he poisoned
like a gremlin.
I thought he poisoned her, and it was kicking in as she was trying to poison him. That's how awkward she was with it.
How uncoordinated her limbs were.
Yeah. And I don't know if you guys picked up on this, but this is where I hate my brain, because I saw this scene at the next 20 minutes. All I thought about was it when the brother got on the bus, and they stopped at a diner. He ordered the steak with 3 eggs and whatever. And then he went to the bathroom to escape. And then it showed the FBI agent glancing over at where he was supposed to be sitting, and it showed his meal. Did you guys see the size of the steak?
Huge.
Biggest steak I've ever seen. Like, it looked like a 72 Big Texan food challenge steak. And then all I could think of it was the steak for the next 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm. I wrote
Now
down
I'm hungry.
hell of a diner order.
Oh.
Whew.
Probably cost him $4.50.
For sure.
That was like a cartoon steak that you throw a guard dog at a junkyard to distract him.
Like
true.
the Fred Flintstones thing that she put on the side of the... That was huge.
I never understood what that was.
Big rack of ribs, dinosaur ribs.
Oh.
I wrote down there's the two things that I thought were really funny was when he's trying to run away from the firm at the end of the movie and security is chasing him. And so he goes into that guy's office, and then it's kind of funny because the guy's like, "Hey, how's it going? Need a hand with anything?" And he just throws a chair through his window. Like, that's funny. But then outside the window, there's a cotton truck for him to jump onto, and it's just a truck full of cotton.
I knew that truck. There was multiple like scenes with that truck in it, getting the guy getting yelled at about that truck.
Yeah.
So I knew something good was going to happen.
Yeah. I thought that was really funny.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing. If he is trying, like, he has firsthand knowledge of how devious these lawyers are and how like shady this world is, why would he want to continue doing it?
I don't think he wanted to work for them.
No, but he said he didn't want to get disbarred.
It's an important part of this of John Grisham stories is that the lawyers, they love the law. They don't like police. They don't like judges. But they all believe in the law because that's what all John Grisham books are about, is about how fucking sick it is to be a lawyer and to do lawyer shit.
It doesn't look very sick to be a lawyer. To me, it doesn't.
Like sick meaning cool?
Yeah, like, yeah, isn't it cool how, because that is kind of how the movie ends.
Rad, so I would have
should have used it rad. I should have used rad. Sorry.
Rad to be a lawyer.
Because that's kind of how the movie ends, where he's like, he doesn't really help the police and he doesn't help the evil lawyers.
And he goes out on his own.
And he wins by being a good lawyer to the mob. He's like, the heroic thing to do here is to be a good lawyer for the mob. Like,
I will not rue my oath.
Yeah. There's this part where Holly Hunter is helping him and they're like stealing the documents and she's on the phone with him and he's like, well, what are the amounts? She's like, there's no amounts on the paper. And then his advice, he just yells into the phone, just look at the paper, Tammy.
I know. That didn't make any sense.
Like,
it does make sense. Because to me, it does make sense. Because she's looking for numbers. And she's like, they're not here. He's like, he knows there's something there.
He's like,
just look around. Because it's frustrating to him because he wants to be the one holding the papers and looking at it.
Yeah.
But he's got this one with the most ridiculously long cigarette. He knows that she's got this big long cigarette hanging out of her mouth. Yeah. And she looks ridiculous.
She does.
She smokes the entire movie.
And they're the longest cigarettes I ever seen in my life.
This is probably just the same cigarette every scene. She probably lit one up at the very first scene. It was so long that she kept on smoking, and then just one cigarette.
Well, do you have a quiz? Do you have anything else, Brent, you want to add?
No, I'm done.
Well, do you have a quiz, Kate?
I sure do.
Well, let's do a quiz.
Welcome to the official The Firm quiz. We will be using classic Brent rules, and there are 7 questions. Are you guys ready?
I am ready.
Ready, Your Honor.
Number 1. What is the name of Mitch and Abby's dog? Objection, hearsay, continuance, deposition.
This is not a real question, right?
Mm-hmm. It's absolutely real.
Oh my God.
And I'll have Brent go first because Nate went first last week.
Hearsay?
Yeah, that's hearsay. Yeah, I'm going hearsay.
We only heard them say it once, and the dog's name is Hearsay.
Yes.
Ooh. Yes.
That's wrong, but
listen, I don't like people that their job becomes their whole identity.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Like if I named my dog Liquor.
Yeah. Or I named like my dog Plasma.
And I named my dog Freud.
That'd be kind of a good name for a dog.
That is a good name for a dog, yeah.
Yeah.
Number 2, what year did the firm lawyer Alice Krauss die? We saw this on her painting. 1985, 1988, 1986, 1987.
I'm going to guess 1988.
I'm going to say 1985.
This is annihilated. Whoa, no!
Correct answer is 1988.
Oh my God, why do I suck at these quizzes?
Yes.
Objection!
Objection.
Hearsay! Number 3, Memphis-style barbecue is known for mostly using pork, dry rubs, vinegar-based wet sauce, mostly using beef.
Vinegar-based wet sauce.
Yeah, I'm going to say the same thing because during that rib scene, there's like literally an entire giant steel bowl full of barbecue sauce. And I just feel like that's got to be something.
The correct answer is mostly using pork.
Oh,
I knew I was down between that or pork.
And
Because they do whole hog.
if I had not done this quiz, I would have also chosen vinegar-based wet sauce. But actually, it's more dry rubs and pork. Number 4, when Holly Hunter first moved to New York, her roommate was which famous actress? Frances McDormand, Marcia Gay Hardin, Annette Bening, Michelle Pfeiffer.
I'm going to say Frances McDormand.
I'm going to say Marcia Gay Harding.
This is annihilated. Whoa, no!
Nate pulls ahead. It was Frances McDormand.
Oh, they're not. No.
Number 5. How many islands are there in the Cayman Islands? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Good question, Kate.
3.
Yeah, that was the number that I was thinking too. I'm going 3.
You guys are right.
Yes.
There are 3 islands in the Cayman Islands. It's also very expensive to travel there.
Is it?
It's like it's a wealthy area, so things are more expensive. It's not like other Caribbean islands.
Oh man, I want to. That's so nice right now. Big silk shirt, some nice khakis on.
Why don't we do that? Let's all meet in the Caribbean.
Hell yeah. I'd love to go to a Caribbean location.
Oh my God. Let's do it. Okay, we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
One of the main differences between the movie and the book was the fact that Mitch receives a Mercedes-Benz instead of a BMW. Which model of Mercedes-Benz did he receive in the movie? The 300 CE, the 300 SE, the E500, or the W124?
What was that? Was there one with SE?
Yes, there's a 300 SE.
I'll go 300 SE.
I know that's going to be the right answer, but I can't pick it because I need to pull ahead, so I'm going to say A.
He's heating up!
Brent, you're a genius. The right answer is 300 CE, which was A.
Oh, fuck yeah. I still have a chance, right?
Yeah, it's 4-3-1.
Fuck
What
yeah.
is it?
4-3-1.
Okay. So, final question. Did I easily find a pornographic satire for the firm? Yes or no?
Did you easily find one?
Mm-hmm. Did I easily find a pornographic satire for the firm?
I hope so, yes.
No.
This is annihilated. Whoa, no!
The correct answer is no. I did not easily find it. I didn't actually find it at all.
You're not putting the right words in. What do you mean? So you didn't look?
No,
I
she
did look,
looked.
but I did an easy search and I couldn't find it, so I could not easily find it.
You didn't use the right words.
I didn't care if I found it.
I could find it within 5 words. I could find it.
It'll autofill by the time Brent's done.
I put the firm pornography satire.
No, that should do it. That's the magic words right there.
That Brent's like, you read my mind.
Sustained.
Sustained.
So congratulations, Nate, on winning the firm.
Well, why don't we give this movie some medals?
All right. Who's getting a bronze?
My bronze
Yeah.
is going to Mr. Wilford Brimley.
Brent for the win.
I fucked it up. My tongue, the teeth.
Blah, blah.
The tongue didn't make it over the teeth when I went to go Bren. It's Wilford Brimley, Mr. Oatmeal, Mr. Diabetes, Mr. Life Insurance. That's how we grew up with him. But the man balled out in this movie. He was very good. Not the best detective, but he was sassy and I liked it.
He was cocksure.
Well, I'm not going to use that term.
Well, it means,
He's sure of his cock.
Yeah, he's very sure of his cock.
means assertive, I feel like, or confident.
Yeah.
No. I'm giving my bronze to the best of Busey. Gary Busey gets my bronze as Eddie Lomax, the private investigator and former cellmate of Ray McDeere, Mitch's brother.
I like it.
There are actually a ton of great performances in this movie. There's a lot of great actors. I really like Busey too. I gave my bronze to Mean Gene Hackman. I thought he's a pretty compelling actor, and he's a big menacing guy. But in this movie, he has some complexity as well, and he plays it pretty good. And it is believable in the end once I got over him. Once I was like accepted that he's not 100% a bad guy. So bronze medal for Mean Gene.
As Avery Tolar, Mitch's mentor at the firm.
My silver is going out to Double H.
Holbrook?
Nope. Holly Hunter.
Oh, there's two double H's.
Yeah. Holly Hunter was very enjoyable in this movie. She was a great character that I enjoyed.
Yeah.
Kind of the hero of the movie.
If you think about it.
Well, besides Mr. Mulholland, I think that was his name, he pointed out the billing issue to Tom Cruise's character.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of the hero, but the wheel got in motion because of Holly Hunter. Terrible wig, terrible dancing at the start. Then I realized it was Holly Hunter. She was part of my favorite scene, and then she got to go with the ex-convict brother with the 3/4 of a mil.
That scene was so hot when he's on the boat and she's like standing on the dock and he's like, "I like your crooked little mouth," and she goes,
Yeah.
It's not even my best feature. I'm like, hell yeah, Holly Hunter, that would work on me.
Yeah, what's your best? See, that's what I would have said. I would have said that if we had to do the role play. That's what it kind of would have sounded like.
Yeah, you'd be like, tell me specifically.
Let's do it. Okay, let's do it. That's
No.
it. That's the scene. You're acting, Brent. You're acting.
No, I'm not. I can't. Mentally, I can't.
It's not even my nicest feature.
No, I'll do it. No, Nate, I'll be Ray. And you can be Holly, okay, Nate?
Okay.
I like your crooked little mouth.
It's not even my nicest feature.
Kate sounded more like Holly Hunter than Nate did.
I have been told that I sound like Holly Hunter before. When I was in college, someone told me that. I try to talk like Elvis, and it turns into Holly Hunter.
Oh my god, you sound exactly like Holly Hunter.
Who did you give yours to? Did I give one to
You
mine?
have to give your silver, Kate.
I'm going to give my silver to Ed Harris because he is the worst, and I hated him, and I was supposed to, and he was dislikable, but also very good at that. So
I didn't like that. If Ed Harris had kept his hair for this role, he would have got a medal, but I didn't like him bald.
Oh, I think that makes him more menacing.
No, didn't like it.
I gave my silver to Jeanne Tripplehorn. I thought, especially Tom Cruise is doing way too much during a lot of parts of this movie, and it's really obvious when they're doing scenes together and she's being a normal person and he is turned to fucking 14.
Yeah.
So I thought she was great. Actually, I this is the first movie that I think I've seen her in, or at least that I recognize her from, and she was great.
Who gets your gold, Brent?
My gold is going to Mr. Gene Hackman.
Mean Gene.
The Hackman.
He did such a good job that I didn't know if he was bad or good until 36 minutes. I still don't know if he's bad or good. I don't know if he just fell into the lifestyle, if he's still alive somewhere.
He's both.
I don't know if he's dead in the pool or he's dead in his bathtub or a lot. I don't know anything about him now. So he did a good job.
My gold goes to Nate Silver, Jeanne Tripplehorn as Abby. I thought the character was interesting, and I think she did a good job of playing a wife. I know that sounds bad, but she's a side character, but is integral to the plot. So, also, she was so anxious. She played anxious well, even though it was like very stilted and awkward. But like, she really did not want to be with Jeanne Hackman's character.
No, she was very uncomfortable.
Just doing that because she loves her husband, even though he had cheated. Like, it's a good story of like partnership and like really, yeah. Anyway, she gets my gold.
I gave my gold to the obvious star of this movie, the champion, Wilford Brimley. Brim for the win. He was going to be in the medals for sure. And then there's one part of the movie where he goes,
"Not just screwing, Mitch. The kind of intimate acts, oral and whatnot, that could be particularly hard for a trusting young wife to forgive and impossible to forget."
Yeah.
It's so funny. And I was like, gold medal, immediate gold medal. I want to make like, there's this modern kind of video where young people will like make cuts of like the guy from Succession to modern music where they're making him look like so cool. And I'm like, someone needs to do this with Wilford Brimley in this movie where he's just like getting into the car to some like new modern music. Like that might be a project for me this week.
And the dark glasses.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Just
rose-colored glasses. I loved it.
So we should do our
ratings.
Ratings.
The script for this movie. How did you guys feel about the script for this movie?
Here's my thing. I really liked the concept, but with every John Grisham book I've read, I get so bored by the detail of the law. And I feel like it was a missed opportunity about how he discovered that they were crooked with the overbilling issue. To me, that doesn't seem like a big thing. And I feel like it could have been better. So I give it an 8.
What do you think, Nate?
I think there's 20 minutes too much in this movie. Like, I think at about the hour mark, I like realized that I was only an hour in, and I felt like we should be further along at this point in the movie. And the story is very convoluted, but yeah, I'm with Brent. I think 8 is right around the right score. It's not like a bad script in any way. And there's no like lines that don't make any fucking sense at all. But this movie seems like it's carried way more by performance than by script for sure. Everyone's acting real good. So yeah, 8. I like 8 there.
You guys have convinced me. I'm going to give it a 9.
The art direction in this movie, the props, the sets, the costumes. What did you guys think of the art direction?
It suffers from its time period.
No,
Everything
I'm giving it a 10 because it's absolutely 90s, and I love every moment of it because that's the 90s I remember, minus the money.
Yeah, and that's true. That kind of swayed me. So maybe I can't give it a bad score because it grew up in. I'm comparing it to the Bean movie, where that was the 90s that we didn't like.
No, we did
This
not like
was
that. That was the 90s that we actually grew up in. We knew that one.
Yeah. This is more cool 90s with the cool cocktail shirts and
Silk
I'm gonna
shirts.
give it. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9. I'll give it a 9.
I'm gonna round out the sequence and I'm gonna do an 8 because I think the costumes are all fine and the props are all fine. It gets an extra point because there is a model ship in this movie at the museum. They got a tiny little scale model of a ship, so that helps. Steamship. So yeah, it's a couple cogs in that thing.
Mud Island.
Mississippi. I mean, okay. I respect it.
Now here, this will be an interesting one. The music in this movie. What did you guys think of the music in this movie?
I loved the music. I liked the blues mix that they used as a background for not the action, but even the action had like piano blues.
Lots of jazz piano.
I loved it.
Lots.
I love jazz piano all the time. So it gets a 10 for me, even though there are no bangers.
There are no bangers, so it can't get a 10. That's automatically. But you know what? This gets a fucking 6.
Oh!
I found the music so bad, it was distracting to the movie.
Oh, no.
I'm with Brent on this. It was very distracting.
I was very upset about it. I wasn't upset, but it did bother me. The music bothered me. It was very distracting.
I was literally like, I need to see if they have the soundtrack. I could just...
No, don't do that to Nick. Don't do that to Nick. Don't. It's bad music.
Where I will disagree with you is there is one banger in this movie, but you have to be listening closely, and that's when they first go to the Cayman Islands. There's this like steel drum song playing, and when they're at the pool, and it's a banger. It's an absolute banger.
I know that. I know. I heard the steel drum, but that made me mad because it's like, oh, this is how you know you're in the Caribbean now. It's a steel drum.
Yeah. But I was bopping my head to it. But I found the piano really distracting. I'm with Brent, where every time it happened, I found it a little bit jarring. So I'm going to go.
You're in Memphis.
Yeah, that's also a good point.
But Elvis, it could have been so much better.
That's why Elvis is from there, because he learned the blues there. You guys.
I don't mind the blues, but this jazzy piano.
That's fine. What did you give it, Nate?
I gave it a 7.
I
gotta look up the theme.
I'm not taking it personally.
You can't. It's one of the most important things is you just can't.
Kate asked like she was playing the piano for the movie.
I was a member of the band that recorded the soundtrack.
It's a 1993 American legal thriller. That's all they need is legal and thriller. And for me, it hits that pretty good. I'm going to give it a 9. It's no Pelican Brief, but it's pretty good.
I give it was an American legal thriller, but I feel like it was too inside baseball for legal stuff, so 8.
So, as you guys know, I went to law school for 6 weeks, and this movie was the big reason why I think I wanted to be a lawyer, because I think that shit is interesting, and so I'm giving it a 10.
Listen, if a movie makes you make life choices, good or bad, that's a powerful film.
Well, it's not like if I wouldn't have seen it, I wouldn't have gone to law school, but I think it had a big impact on me. Because to me, that's interesting. That there is I don't know, I kind of fed into the Grisham idea. That
I hope I get murdered in the Cayman Islands.
You can use it as for good. You can use it as a sword and a shield. Anyway.
Well, if you had a friend who was into American legal thrillers on a scale of 1 to 10, how much would you recommend this movie to them?
I would recommend it so much that if they hadn't seen it, I would not say that they are fans of that genre.
Oh, damn. So that's got to be a 10 for you. Yeah,
for sure.
It was too inside baseball, like I said before, about the legal stuff. There was no courtroom stuff. I mean, my cousin Vinny was more legal than this.
No, but this was real law. The courtroom shit.
Street
rarely.
law.
Okay,
this is street law.
Yeah, this is behind the scenes law. Yeah, you're right. You're right on that. So I'm going to give it a 9. Good call, Kate. Good objection.
Yeah, Kate.
I'm really trying to defend
Yeah,
the movie.
guess what,
I like.
counselor?
Yeah, I love
you
it.
convinced me too, counselor. Even though I got off on the wrong heel because I consider myself a fan of American legal thrillers, and I'd never seen this, so I felt personally called out when you said that maybe we're not fans. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9. I liked. Yeah,
I remember how I worded it now. If the person never saw the person read the book, would you recommend the movie?
if the person read the book, would you recommend it? I'm still gonna go 9. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're personifying characters that you really liked, and I'm sure the book
And
did
the
a better job.
cast. And just even if it was dog shit, like the acting is so interesting and fun to watch. And like Gary Busey, Holly Hunter,
Yeah,
you know,
the performances are really great.
Wilford Brimley.
Brimster.
This movie gets a 43.3. I think that's
Oh,
actually pretty
damn.
good considering how much me and Brent didn't like the music, and that really took it down. It still held up pretty good.
That is still better than where to go? Tenacious D, which is surprising.
Very surprising. Well, I think Brent was unconvinced.
Bean still is undefeated
let's hope it remains. So like
at a 28.2.
Wow.
wow.
Always think about how lenient we are with our scores.
Yeah, lad.
Like I was about to give like the last category a 7, and Kate's like, well, and I'm like, oh yeah, you're right, 9.
But Bean
really shit the bed.
No one was defending it.
No. Well, I did. I defended Mr. Bean.
You did your
not
best.
the movie, though.
Yeah, you did your best. I think you said Mr. Bean deserved an Oscar that year. I'm pretty sure.
He did.
You did. You
Rowan
did
Atkinson
say
did.
that.
Yeah, he did, because he was an excellent at what he did. It wasn't good, but he was excellent at what he did.
Oh my god.
Okay, we still have one last thing left to do, and that's pick a movie for next week. And Kate, you had an idea for what we should do. So why don't you tell everybody what your great idea was?
Well, I thought because we have 2 extra weeks, so I thought one of them could be celebrating the holiday of the season for us Americans, which is Thanksgiving, and watch a Thanksgiving movie. And there's only one Thanksgiving movie that I know of, and that is Trains, Planes, and Automobiles.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles? I don't know. It's hard to remember what order
In this
they go
economy?
in.
It's more like automobiles, planes, then trains.
Not the way we do
Well,
it.
I guess we'll find out next week on the thrilling conclusion of the North American Friends Movie Club.
Oh no, it's the last one.
That means all that's left to do is say goodnight, Kate.
I gotta tell the reason why we're laughing is because we got into a conversation about personal finances and life and all that. We forgot we were doing the podcast. So yeah, good night, Kate.
Oh my god, good night, Kate.
Seldom do 2 stars hit it off. Like John Candy and Steve Martin in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Gee, it must be swell to be so perfect and odor-free. Are you trying to start a fight?
During filming, they were inseparable.
You get your own room.
There was professional courtesy.
What is your problem?
Their collaboration was brilliant.
When we put our heads together, we've really gotten nowhere.
Paramount's Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, now on video cassette. See 2 comic geniuses working closely together.
How this show survived the Bean debacle, I have no idea.